How do you stay ahead of the content marketing juggernaut? Content, everybody needs it. Without it, your business is little more than a few digital infrastructures and a list of potential customers. Content, and even more precisely, a USP, is what differentiates competitors. And in an age of increasing convenience, your content must be better than the next guy's, because consumers have the option of learning from whichever expert they want. The speed of business is only moving faster online, and it can appear impossible to stay relevant and engaging if you aren't implementing the right approach. In this article, I break down 4 wisdom-packed tips into action-ready steps for content marketing geniuses like you. Do what you love and you'll love what you do. At some level, you have to enjoy what you're doing. You hear this stuff over and over and over again, but it's true. Look at any successful person, heck, anyone you admire, chances are they love what they do. They might not always be perfect at it, but they love getting into the thick of it. It's essential to be enraptured with what you're doing. If you can't love and appreciate it enough to do it so mindlessly that you eventually become successful with it, it might not be for you. Everything is work at some point, yes, but the bulk of it does not have to feel like work if you have selected the right grouping of interests and tasks. Maintain a sharp, streamlined web design. Keep your web design and content as closely mirrored as possible. This is an easily overlooked component of online presence, because people simply aren't spending a lot of time here. Yet, what's one of the first impressions people get of you and your brand? How you are presented visually. If the visual and aesthetic components of your business do not suit you or are keeping customers further than they should be, it's time to restructure what your site and social media accounts look like. It can seem like this is a silly waste of time, but the facts show it again and again. We humans are aesthetically inclined creatures. We tend to do business, and all of life, with people and organizations that appear attractive, well-oriented, and competent. We subconsciously assume attractive people and things are more intelligent, strong, suitable, and powerful. How does this thought tie into content marketing? Well, if your business/website/brand is not perceived as professional, relevant, engaging, helpful, and attractive, you will probably be passed over for another expert. This can all sound harsh, but if you use all this info to your benefit, you are well ahead of the pack. Keep your primary business objective clear. Keep in mind what your overall objective is. If you're a web developer, your site should provide viewers a hand-selected portfolio of sites, apps, or other projects you've created. If you're a photographer, your site should certainly be visually appealing to the eye and feature a number of your best pieces. If you're a writer, your site should be pretty minimalist, allowing for readers to consume your content at length, with little else to divert their attention. Complete with all websites should come the trusted email subscription form. A website that intends to make long-term money must be in touch with its visitors over a long period of time. The best way to do this is to start building an email list. This method has been tried and tested so often and in so many different ways, and it remains the single most important component of driving an online income. Build and execute a stellar content and marketing plan. Content is king and marketing is queen. To borrow a line from fitness guru Jack LaLanne, put them together and you have a kingdom. It's really true. Think about your favorite entrepreneur, business owner, or influential person. Chances are you love what they provide. You love who they are. In some ways, you very likely attached them to your identity. When you think of them and how they've influenced you, likely the biggest aspect you can think of is the information they've provided. They've given you some kind of information, in other words, content that has legitimately improved your quality of life in some way. Perhaps it's a health and wellness coach, a professional marketer, a self-development genius, or just an insanely passionate artist. No matter who it is, it was the content they created that stuck with you the most. They built something that had lasting emotional value such that you retained the knowledge and likely altered your behavior as a result. Your goal is to achieve the exact same with your followers, readers, subscribers, and customers. Focus on always giving your best, no matter what. This needs to apply to your free products as well as those people pay for. This is one of the few elements that honestly separates the good from the great. You may be asking yourself, what is great content? And this is a fantastic question. Most often, Incredible content features these characteristics, occasionally more. It's highly practical, whether for business or entertainment purposes. It comes from a respected expert. It's easy to access. It provides more in value than it asks in cost. It's primarily conversational in tone. It cares about the end user's result. It's ongoing and always developing, never sells itself short. It focuses on principles rather than methods. Marketing 101. Always be looking to benefit the other person and/or their audience. Seek to add value to an existing structure. Don't make it about getting the spotlight on yourself. Give back to people and give them your best, and when people love what you're doing, they'll give back to you.